Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini, where we talk about manifesting your dreams into miracles, the law of attraction, spiritual health, growth, fitness, and also divine love as it resonates for the worldwide Twin Flame Collective for divine feminine and divine masculine energy. So, as I said, I'm going to be doing a Twin Flame Collective reading. Take what resonates. Not everything will resonate. Just pack away what doesn't. So, the masculine, I'm going to start with the masculine. If you're new here, I do 4 cards. I let the 4 cards fall the way they may be. The cards always resonate with the energy of the Twin Flame Collective and or the energy that I'm channeling at the present moment for both twins. A little bit about me personally. I am in a twin flame union relationship. We brushed shoulders for approximately 20 to 30 years. We met in the physical. We went on our way to heal trauma and get to that destination of self-love, and we're back in harmony of each other now. Merely just a messenger here. I want you to help find the light of oneself, but ultimately the light of each other. So the masculine, and all these cards resonate, and it's so crazy how all of these cards resonate. When I sit here and do it, I'm always in awe of myself and the numbers that I keep seeing, and I always feel like they're messages for you. Is the number 717 keeps like just jumping out at me, and I'm not looking for it. Like, just to give you an inclination, I'll go check my stats on YouTube and it'll be 717 views, or it's just, I never look for these numbers, and 717 is a very powerful sign of union. We're coming up to July 17, which is 717, and I feel like there's a portal opening up for twin flames and reunion and union. So if you haven't had the beauty of meeting your twin in the physical, you probably will when this portal opens up. So it's so beautiful. But after the full moon energy, the masculine went through some difficult storms, and sometimes when we go through difficulty, it actually awakens us deeper and we ascend greater. And that's kind of where the masculine is at right now. 2 things. I have your spying and divine feminine. How these cards come up again never ceases to amaze me. But the masculine energy's heart, they're listening to the voice of the heart. And as they listen to the voice of the heart, and the feelings that they couldn't reconcile for their divine feminine, they are coming to that reconciliation process within themselves. And as a result, they're curious about their divine feminine, what's going on in their life, and they're spying. I always say that, like, they're not spying in a malicious way. You may feel like you're being watched. They're just seeing, because they truly want to make a move forward. They're getting all the signs and synchronicities to do so, and as they awaken and ascend, their inner guide kicks in, and usually that's the soul. And it's I want to say the soul is at the heart level, where the ego is kind of at the, I want to say, at the mind. Like, we all have soul, body, and mind, right? So they're spying on their divine feminine, but they are awakening and they are ascending. And this is like too much, because here it says I'm going through a forced spiritual awakening, and I feel like I'm losing control. Please be patient with me. And there's the awakening card right there. When you come together, you awaken each other. And that's one of the sole purposes why you come into each other, is to awaken each other. Because many of us navigate the world as in sleeping mode, like we're not awakened. And when you awaken, you ascend. And when you ascend, you come to a greater wisdom, knowledge, vision, prophecy. All sorts of gifts are opened up. I want to say primarily your 6th sense, which is your 3rd eye chakra. So you see beyond the veil, so to speak. And again, ascension, You know, you've rattled my soul. I'm terrified. I'm a mess. It resonates with the forced awakening. This isn't voluntary. Some people go to, you know, study, meditate. They do all sorts of things to awaken. What you do is you naturally do that process within each other. And it's so, so, so very beautiful. Nothing can sever my soul bond. And our love flows through our soul energetically and effortlessly. This here, I do 2 cards to be my beautiful beloved's birth number. I'm 4. Waking up the lion to me is awakening. So it's no coincidence how these cards come out. They come out, they resonate. A caring connection, number 14. This is the most caring, protective, beautiful connection. The masculine energy has felt something for you, feminine, that they've never ever felt in their life. And it's like this simultaneous, I want to say this volcano, like it's simultaneous events, but it's almost like a volcano that erupts within inside of you. So you come into this, you know, this love that flows through your soul energy and effortlessly. And then like all of these things keep coming, you know, this awakening, the healing of trauma, recognizing your inner child. There's all these sorts of things. And while it's happening, you feel like you're going to erupt. It's too much. It is really, really too much. But through it all, both of you, each other, have this beauty that you protect each other in an energetic realm. And you're leading each other in a different dimension. Sometimes you can't visually always see it, but our souls have so much power that we don't even understand, nor do we recognize. And you know, when I was in my journey of separation, all these things would just appear on my lap, like CIA gateway theory, and now it can't be found. And it talks all about what we're capable of, humans, and what the soul is capable of. And you just in a different dimension, you are so aligned. I love this and this. When we ascend and when we awaken, there's all sorts of doors that open up if we continue, as scary and confusing as it is, if we just continue on the process and just trust and have faith in Source, God, Divine, Universe, however you resonate. We're all connected. And, you know, once you kind of navigate that awakening and that ascension process, sometimes with deep confusion, and you just kind of go with the flow, all sorts of doors open up as a result, if you stay in faith. And the door to personal healing and happiness is opening for this masculine. This masculine has had a very traumatic past. And as they awaken, they recognize some of the trauma, they heal the trauma, and they're on the destination of healing and happiness. What I love about this is door to value. And I want to say 2 things here: financial abundance, but I also want to say the value to oneself. Ironically, when I was sitting out having a coffee this morning, there was a skunk in the backyard, and I've been seeing them every day. And he was actually in the fire pit. So I was sitting having my coffee, and I hear this rustling, and I look over, and there's a skunk in the fire pit. A skunk always represents know your worth, and the door to value. That card comes out. Like, I'm like, either the skunk's gonna come out, or something about value or worth is gonna come out. And we all have infinite worth within ourselves, and we all have infinite value. And sometimes when we're sleeping, we fail to see what we're truly worth. And as I said, it's infinite, and it's beautiful, and absolutely a journey, a spiritual journey, an awakening journey, an ascension journey. It's a journey. It's a journey to rediscover who you're truly meant to be. and what your, I want to say, what your footprint here is on earth. I was, manifesting and meditating this morning, and we are, as you awaken and ascend, by default, you awaken those around you. Just because you're happy that you've been able to rediscover who you're meant to be, and you have this sense of awareness, and it's beautiful. And if you're not new, I truly believe in divine messengers, like the one with the skunk, and then of course there was a rabbit as well. But number 10, Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So it's like you've got here financial value, you've got the door to healing and happiness, and then you have the Buffalo Spirit coming in at number 10, and the abundant universe will provide. It's all about meditation, freeing your mind. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in what we owe instead of what we value. So very, very good message. Love it so much. And lastly here we have take a deep breath and breathe. When I was in physical separation, it was like the most daunting journey, and there were so many things that were happening within me. I could not, it was happening so quickly that I couldn't keep up to it. And the one thing I learned through it all is to breathe. Take a deep breath, meditate, 4 breaths in, 6 breaths out, and just keep doing it, and just focus on the breathing. Even if the counting, you'd be surprised what this can do. And in very deep meditative state, well, there's some beauty that happens there. So, and these two, I cannot believe it. So it's, you are an angel of light. Before you, I surrender the past and the future. All that matters is this moment. My heart is transformed every time you are near. Always. And the second message is, dwelling on the past and the future keeps me from experiencing the power of now. I make a conscious choice to be present. I accept love now. I am grateful for your love. So you see how these both resonate with each other? Before you, I surrender the past and future, and dwelling on the past keeps me from experiencing. Living in the power of now is exactly that. It's power. Because dwelling on the past and dwelling on the future is truly taken away from the moment of now and the beauty of now. And this masculine sees that as they awaken, as they ascend, and I love it. And I love it all so very much. So that's what we have for the masculine energy. What do we have for feminine energy today? Beautiful, beautiful feminine energy. So as you can see, these cards, again, they all resonate with one another. And one thing I want to talk about with the feminine energy is there's a sense of this regret. Sometimes, and again, what resonates, what doesn't. Sometimes when we're going through this endeavor, this journey, we sometimes feel this sense of regret, like meeting this beautiful, I want to say, other half of your soul. Why did I meet them? Why did this happen? Like, there's all of these questions. Why did we come into this most profound love of a lifetime, all for it just be taken away? And sometimes, you go back. Well, before I met this my beautiful soul, my life seemed fine. Well, no, it really did not. You come in and do some spectacular things for each other. So some of you may be feeling a sense of regret. I also feel like you may be feeling regret because you also felt very, very profound love. This love cannot be severed. As much as there's, I don't know, I want to say there's shenanigans out there, like, again, because cutting the cord, it's impossible. This is divine love. It's divinely orchestrated. It's at the soul level. The soul is so much more complex than, I want to say, even the greatest philosopher, prophecy, whatever, can even, I want to say, talk about or materialize or whatever. It's so complex. We're still learning about it. But yeah, it's really, 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 really tough. And I feel like you're stuck with this regret. Like this is a sacred union. You know that you came to each other for a reason, but your life went in upheaval as a result of it. Just know that the end destination, if you have faith and trust and believe in yourself, you let your inner guide be your GPS navigation system in this journey. Sometimes there's like parasites that come in, and I always feel like they're a test. Will you like, get in that rabbit hole and stay in there, because these parasites are feeding you the incorrect guidance? Or are you going to believe in yourself and trust what's truly in your heart? No one can take that away from you. It's tough. You may feel like you're spinning your wheels, and it's hard to let go of, I want to say, the ego. It's hard to let go of attachments, which is also here. Attachments, I could go on for oodles and oodles of time. But attachment is attaching yourself to the false sense of yourself. I want to say artificial labels, that we place on love, conditions, all sorts of things. Attaching, this attachment to physical separation when we're all connected energetically, and you and your twin are connected. It's confusing. Yeah, it is confusing as shit, because when you're navigating your life in the third dimensional world, which is all third dimensional, and there's so much more outside of that, when we come to recognize it, we start to detach and let go of those attachments. So this message is for you, is to detach. I feel like a woman holding her heart right now, and it has with this regret, and that's maybe what you need to get let go of. That's where you may be spinning your wheels. That's where you may be stuck. It's natural. Don't ever beat yourself up. If you have that blessing and that gift to come into each other in this lifetime, and it gets taken away from you, of course you're going to be holding your heart, saving your heart. But most of all, you feel like your heart has been ripped out and stomped on. And people that are unawakened will never understand what you're going through, unfortunately, because they're still navigating their journey with blinders on. But it's okay. It's just a temporary hiccup. You will overcome this. We are triggering each other. I have that exactly here. And it's the trigger of personal healing and happiness. When you trigger each other, sometimes it's uncomfortable, because you have to recognize that trauma and heal it to ultimately come to the happiness. So if your masculine right now is healing, he's going to trigger that healing within you, and you're both doing wonderful things for each other. I'm trying to find myself. I don't know who I am anymore. That's exactly the triggers. As the masculine awakens and is confused by it all, it is triggering you. And as I said, there's this sense of regret. Like, why? I wish I never, I wish I never met this person, because it seemed like my life was fine before it. Now, everything is just kind of erupting and unfolding and unraveling right in front of me, much quicker than I can keep up to. So just like I said, just be patient. And I have surrendered to oneself and our love. So where that let go comes in, maybe many of you have let go and you've surrendered to oneself and the love, and that's exactly what you have to do. Believe, have faith, and trust, and surrender, let go, live your life. Sometimes we get trapped, in this mode. I want to say, just in this this mode, but sometimes it's best to be by yourself, because it helps, like you feel comfortable like around your, like just within your own company. But don't keep dwelling upon things that you have no control over. Just trust and have faith. Ironically, you're getting the same card. It's a journey. It's a spiritual journey. It's opening up and being aware and getting to that journey of love, self-love. Once you get to that destination, I always say that is when the true magic occurs. Because once you get out to the destination of self-love, nothing can take care of that or take that away from you. And when you do get to that destination, you become a magnet for love. You just radiate love all around you with this self-love light, I want to say. Tender Embrace, number 22. I love this. I just love this card so much. And, you know, I feel like sometimes the attachment is of the physical separation. And the more you talk about it, the more you think about it, the more you unintentionally manifest it, is what you invite into your life. So maybe you manifest embracing each other, and that will come. That will come. When I was in physical separation, I got caught in that trap of physical separation in the third dimensional world. And I soon began to realize that we were always connected. And all of this wisdom and this knowledge came to me through these journals here, from writing. And I always, just before we came back into physical reunion, that's all I started manifesting was physical touch, physical embrace, caressing. And it was crazy how, I believe it was like a month or two after manifesting all of this out into the universe, we were actually in a tender embrace. So it's all what you invite in. It's called the law of attraction, and it's beautiful. I have this ears wide open, and I feel like this card is very, very important, because I was talking about rabbit holes, getting caught. There's parasites on the journey, but I feel like your ears are open. They're wide open now, and you're getting rid of all the rubbish in your life, and all the rubbish that's out there, and specifically for people that are still sleeping, and you're just like, no, I gotta do what's good for me. I gotta follow my inner guide. You're getting to that inner wisdom of oneself. Be very, very careful of ego. Sometimes there's, I want to say, wolf in sheep's skin. So they come across as, they're this beautiful, beautiful soul, but inside, it's kind of like a wolf. Even though I love wolves, don't get me wrong, they're portraying to be something that they absolutely are not. We all have gifts in this world. Gifts are meant to be given, and it's okay to ask for certain things, but if we have a gift, it's meant to be given. So just be careful on your journey, that's all. And this I love so much. I live in Canada. Here's a little moose here. I put that there just because I'm corny. But right now, like the squirrels are very, very busy in Canada. There's so many of them. And like I see them every day, and especially this morning. But I love this message, and it's believe in yourself. And it's absolutely true. Believe in yourself, and the faith and the trust, and don't let any parasites come in and tell you. Like, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, but diminish your ego in the process, if that makes any sense. And I just love it all. Love it all so much. It's hard to not let the ego navigate when much of the world navigates with ego, unhealthy egos. So it's easy to get caught in that, I want to say, vortex of the 3D low vibrational world. Just believe in yourself and do what's good for you and breathe. And these beautiful messages for your masculine energy. Every experience, regardless of whether you perceive it good or bad, comes with a gift attached. Yet sometimes the gift is only revealed with the passing of time. Trust all is as it should be. I cannot believe this. Like, I was just talking about this. I don't read these cards, honestly, not these last two, but that's what I was talking about. This is truly a gift. And as you navigate and awaken, you come to realize that it is a gift and it is a blessing. Even though sometimes we have that, I want to say, the ego always resurrects and it brings that fear, that doubt back to us. It is truly a gift, and let us be the love we seek. Let us be the change we wish to see. Let us give freely to one another without condition, for it is in the giving that we receive. I cannot believe this either, because I just said that. I was just talking about gifts and giving and loving without condition. We live in an environment, a world where there's conditions on everything, but we're meant to disciple the word of unconditional love, and that is loving freely without ask nor condition. And that's what we're meant to do, radiate light to others when others are trapped in that low vibration of the third dimensional world that we live in. So that's what I have for you, beautiful souls, today. If any of this resonates, kindly just hit the notification bell, subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this. I have some new exciting content coming to you. I do it all for your beautiful souls to help you spiritually grow and get to that health and fitness spiritually. Yeah, and like and comment. Love to hear your comments. And lastly, I'm selling these beautiful cards that I created on Etsy. It'll be in the description. It's on my about page. Also, if you want personal messages, kindly just go to my website. You can look at whatever personalized message that you need at that time. Allow some time. I have a lot that I have to get through, and I have to do it when the energy's right. And yeah, all personalized readings everything's there, and yeah, perfect. So that's what I have for you, beautiful souls, today, and I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day.